we are not called to just blurt it out, be blunt, and give it how it is. No, we are called to seek the truth. What is up, family? I'm here to talk to you guys about the series, Love. Basically, love, God is love. I'm gonna tell you right now. So when we get into love, we can actually go into a scripture that guides us super well. And that's the love chapter known as 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It tells us that love is patient, that love is kind, that love does not envy, that it does not boast, that it isn't proud, it's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs, that love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. Love always hopes, always endures. Love never fails. And that, family, is like something that can apply to so many things. Like, love is the loaded principle, the structure from which everything can fall into that's good. And I do feel very compassionate, excited, passionate about sharing this series with you guys because it's my first value. It is the number one value in my life. If anything has to do with loving God and loving others as you love yourself, I'm telling you right now, the greatest 2 commandments ever, that's what life is all about. And it gets me so excited because the ways in which we love is such an opportunity for not just one person, but everyone. And so this definitely applies in every realm, whether it's business, relationships, whether it's your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual. It literally dives into every single facet. And so I'm pumped to share it with you guys today of the love series. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for each one that will come with it and some of the things that we'll be diving into today. So one topic that I really want to dive into today with love is the area of many of us come into this beautiful, almost putting it as in an idolatry type of thing that, hey, that person just says it how it is. They just tell it how it is, Donald Trump, man, that guy just says it how it is. He's so blunt, I love it. And I think that that's actually been, unfortunately, Donald Trump's biggest downfall, is the lack of love in his communication sometimes. I don't think it's what his motive is. It's just what he's been taught because he's doing the best that he can with the resources that he believes that he has. And so when people say it how it is, I really want to encourage anyone that has adopted that strategy to consider that saying how it is just how you see it. It's not how it is. It's what you see. Because honestly, as we seek the truth, we're going to learn more and more about that as we continue to seek. Because so shall you seek, so shall you find. So as I continue to seek out what the truth is, that's what I'm going to find. And I hope that I express it in the best way that I can. So with this topic of telling it how it is versus telling it how we see it is the opportunity on where we're bringing it from. So a lot of us, another way to think about it is I just got to get off my chest. I just need to say it how it is to me. And honestly, Paul tells us in the Bible, with the book of Ephesians, where he's writing to that church, is guys, when you're delivering, getting it off your chest, if it's not delivered in love with empathy and understanding and kindness, it's not going to be received well. And scripture actually tells us to consider that, to be considerate of how the audience is going to receive the message. So it's not just let the chips fall where they may. No, it's really considering what are the words that are coming out of my mouth, and are they actually blessing this person or cursing them? Is it a bucket of edification, building it up, or is it a bucket of de-edification and tearing it down? That's the opportunity with all of us. When we're saying what our beliefs are, it all comes from our BS, not bullpucky, but I'm saying your belief system. What do you believe in, right? I hope that God is one of those things, because when we do believe in God and understand who he is and how he is, it's a beautiful thing to represent and reflect in life. So I just want to encourage all of us really today and challenge you. How are your communications with yourself? Are you just getting off your chest come on, you always mess up. Yeah, you're never gonna be worth it. All that type of stuff. What are the words that you're saying in your own mind to yourself? And then from that same internal dialogue, conversations that you're having with yourself, how is that translating into the relationships that you have? How are you speaking to the people that you know, love, and care about? Because it does matter. It's not about just having it being brought off my chest. Rather, how can I identify what's going on internally because of maybe my internal thoughts and dialogue and focus? Because as I continue to focus on the bad, the energy grows. Because where focus goes, energy grows. And as I notice that, I identify that for myself. That might have happened from an external situation, from a person saying something. That's me identifying the relationship with myself. And then from that, being able to identify, okay, that's something I have going on internally here. I'll check in with that. Then, once I've assessed, now I can see how I can advance it with the person that's in front of me. And see how can I give the best message possible, most effective message at the least, to communicate, to connect, to have a common understanding of what maybe hurt me and maybe even hurt them as to why they lashed out at me or whatever might have happened, what the situation brings. So that's what this topic is about today, family, is that we are not called to just blurt it out, be blunt, and give it how it is. No, we are called to seek the truth, to seek love, to give communication in the form and frame of love to the absolute fullest. Got a lot of F's going on over here, by the way. But that's the opportunity, family, is for all of us to really just embrace what a dynamic conversation can look like. For us to have a form of reciprocity, an understanding of, hey, you know, when I said this, I felt this. And when you said that, I felt that. And looking at the common goal, which I hope is connection, which I hope is love, purpose, we can search that together and embrace it fully. And that's when it's like, it's when a conversation can end in a hug. It can end with tears falling from your eyes, but from a place of joy, from a place of, I felt that. I felt you. I hear you. I see you. And I want you to be heard the best that we can. And so that's communication, fam. That's what love is many times, is communication. And it might be the use of your words, and it might be the lack thereof as well, because when you don't say something, you're still communicating. So what an opportunity for all of us to dive into that love with ourselves. That's the first video we got here today, guys, with love and understanding what it is and how we can demonstrate more of it in our life. Love you guys. Over now. Claire. Shh.